we have the NinjaKilla, who is like the safest, and I will again reiterate and say safest, where it's almost completely guaranteed. Obviously, truth be told, it might be. It's just until combo breaker finishes, it's very hard to be confident in anything about like who has how many points, who's going where. Now, NinjaKilla with the Liu Kang Chameleon instead of the Lao this time.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a little bit different here. Liu Kang Chameleon, both players, you know, kind of cycling through these different variations and cycling through all these different tool sets. That was a good amount of damage here. Being able to end it in the air projectile. Wait, what? Did he turn around early because he did the Jade Glaive?
Yeah, the parry. It can work really well in some of those situations.
Well, but he parried, but he went over the other side, and Liu Kang, instead of committing to a string the original way, because he called out Glaive, it actually turned his character around during the slow-mo animation. Like, it was really bizarre there, like a very specific situation. And speaking specific here, approaching Johnny Cage, whenever you're plus, or whenever he's plus, or whenever you think that parry's going to be coming out, the sweep is always a great option. I like the low projectile to kind of lock down Johnny Cage as the katana fan lift just kind of, you know, puts that body right on top of him.
Roll immediately forced out a breaker. In this instance, again, much like the Lao, ending things in bicycle kick just to chew up some of that cameo gauge recharge.
Looking for double glaives here, but totally blocked.
Just raw bull roll liner.
Oh man, this is not looking good for Zombat fans out there. This is not looking good for Zombat here. This is his last effort here to get into that final combat. Reversal throw. Yeah, I mean, if you're NinjaKilla, what are you really risking here with that throw?
Oh, you're getting one.
Because again, just to remind some of the people that are tuning in, this is the regional finals for NA East. It's all about the first place. There is prize money, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna tell you how much, because the only thing that matters to these players is that trip to Final Kombat, where you are among the world's greatest.
Yeah, and that invite just comes with a full ride to get there. Full ride to Toronto later in June to compete for $200,000, and you know, the glory that comes with a Final Kombat. It's going to be amazing, but these guys need to do it here. And Zombat kicking it into full gear. Totally different mindset, totally different approach here. Getting super aggressive, knowing that NinjaKilla, oh my god, those flawless blocks. He anticipated those flawless blocks and he mixed it up there just a little bit there. Didn't go right into, you know, the full string. Instead, stopped the string entirely, went for a sweep, and NinjaKilla with a perfect up block here, making sure that, you know, that one answer to Johnny Cage's jump kick, you know, even be it a very risky one, is still an answer. Nice flawless block by Zombat, making that string super punishable.
Flawless blocks are always going to become so important in the meta, like the more you have time. Just to ignore chip, ignore meter build. It was after the Cyrax patch where flawless blocking something not only like removes the chip damage, but it also means the opponent can't gain meter. That was massive for some matchups. Zombat fighting back.
Ooh, the fan lift, big kick on the other side. NinjaKilla trying to anti-air it there, but instead getting stuffed by the best kick in the game. Try to go for the Molina ball roll, but some weird trade situation here. And Zombat definitely going to be chipping him out in that scenario. Super plus, left in a standing position. No bar left for NinjaKilla. So NinjaKilla, I mean, Ketchup, I think MightyUnjust is rooting for NinjaKilla really, really bad, because even if he does lose in the run back in the grand finals, it'll be almost guaranteed that the spot goes to MightyUnjust. But still, too many factors at play here. All we know, winner number one here, winner tonight, will get that full ride to Final Kombat.
Well, as we start off this next game, NinjaKilla starting off pretty strong with some impressive damage. Escape failed. Not that, that really means anything in this game, but the information makes a pretty big difference.
It does, it does. If your opponent is on it or not, if your opponent is reacting with the best of them or not, you know, and again, what risk they're willing to take. Oh boy. again, just walks up and I guess he was waiting for Molina ball roll, and I guess that's what it was. Is he just walked up to him and just blocked. That's going to be a nice conversion here in a fatal blow. That should be enough damage here.
It could come down to the mash, but I think it is likely that Liu Kang is just going to simply win this round after the beam. Yes, indeed.
Insane. I mean, it scales so much because of how the combo starts, but it's enough. It was literally enough. So well calculated there by NinjaKilla, knowing he was going to get over 30% on a 950 character. Oh boy. Going to be pushed closer and closer to this corner. What are we going to set up afterwards? No, we're going for damage instead. The forward throw, left standing position. What are we going to do? Super plus frames after that stand forward. NinjaKilla doing a great job of blocking. NinjaKilla adding a little katana flare of his own. What? He stuffed him out of that. Oh, but the glaive didn't keep him in the air. That's okay. NinjaKilla didn't really capitalize off of that. And instead, it's going to be Zombat capitalizing here in the corner. The overhead, not seen at all from NinjaKilla. NinjaKilla maybe thought it was going to be a, could have been going for like a stagger pressure call out. Could have been going for, maybe so short it was going to be a low. Either way, NinjaKilla in the driver's seat right now. Tons of damage, tons of hits. Gets the low to get through the parry.
Wow, down ones out of the 2-2. That is one of Liu Kang's plus on block strings. Very risky to go for a button there.
Ooh, the blue dragon's tail just popping him up. The perfect conversion for some more damage at full screen. Height mode activated. What?
You know what? That was like almost genius. Canceling it into the overhead ball roll just in case you're looking for like a different button, and a lot of people just default to crouch block on height.
Oh my gosh, yes they do. Not only like, oh boy, he ducked under the throw! Super dangerous, and I'm telling you, every time you go for those throws, you are risking so much. Or if you want to block that low, the nut punch, like you have to be on guard, you have to be on defense, and you're not thinking about the overhead Molina ball roll. You're just not. Too many other factors. Still not thinking about the Molina ball roll.
Those ball rolls have been a menace. All right, has to take the throw for what it is. Jade appears.
Oh boy. Oh, clipped the low, clipped with the low. What an anti-air. Dash forward anti-air, very rarely seen here. But that's going to be a parry on the wake up, and that's going to be NinjaKilla forced off those 3 bars. That breaker comes at a very expensive price.
Zombat trying to make the most of this situation. We've almost got a full chameleon, so those fast cooldowns become a bit more attractive. Oh boy. And there's that fatal blow. Now, you will survive this, I'm fairly certain, but...
Yeah, it's not going to scale like it does from a throw, but it is going to set up NinjaKilla. And NinjaKilla, again, one of those players where, like, even if you have, like, a 60-70% life lead, like, knowing that you brought... Oh, he just did it. He just did it. He just did it. He just said, you know what? Here comes Shadow Kick. I don't care. That decision was made, like, in the first frame of the animation of that fatal blow. I think Zombat was just like, you know what I'm going to do that he doesn't think I'm going to do? I'm just going to Shadow Kick. I don't care what happens afterwards. This is just the first round. I'm going to Shadow Kick. Like, I just got to keep it random. Just do it.
Just pure confidence like that this late in a tournament with this much on the line is, like, inspirational. I wish I could care that little.
I wish I could just have no regard for my tournament life. Whoa, the parry getting to the other side. NinjaKilla not going to be in an advantageous position, standing and not really moving. I'm seeing NinjaKilla just kind of caught like a bite. Oh, not respecting anything, getting opened up here by those mids. Zombat going to be going 2-2 in this set. MightyUnjust sweating just a little bit, but hey, no matter who comes your way, you still got to play your best because not everything in this world is guaranteed. Has a circle of players that he plays with, and among the best, the best isn't really trying to waste any time playing someone who can't really hang with them. You don't really learn too much in that situation, but Zombat is among the best for a long time since the Injustice 2 days.
Winding for the wake up parry, but the ball roll completely chewed it. I wonder if that was I'm gonna assume you can somewhat hold it. You know, maybe it's just a tight. Oh my God.
So a lot of people like to stop the Jade Glaive by challenging it with down 1, but NinjaKilla spaced it out so perfectly that he was able to squeak backwards and get just a clean whiff punish with back 2-3.
All right, corner position time. Zombat. Bashing out a little bit extra. Melina, square wave.
Ooh, that could have been a huge whiff punish. How did it not connect? I mean, that is a mid, but not all mids are true mids in this game. Like, it is very, very intricate. All the little details between the hitboxes interacting with each other, the hitboxes and hurtboxes, and this is catch-up. This is final game,
Insane.
final round, losers finals. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Oh boy. Oh boy, NinjaKilla opting not to use any of this breaker. He doesn't want to be the first to come off the bar. Regular throw.
Zombat, he went for the smart throw direction. All right, interruption, hype mode. Most of it's going to be used up here.
Yeah, used up on just time, but you know, both these players have tons of meter. They're just kind of being greedy with it, and they don't want to come off of it. Good block of the overhead. I'm surprised that wasn't an up block. Tried to go for a throw. The parry eating right through it. Zombat on the verge of taking this over NinjaKilla, but NinjaKilla does have 3 bars, so he's bypassing the breaker altogether, and he's going for the risky throws, and he's doing it again! He didn't just do that! He didn't just double throw NinjaKilla, where he just failed to react both times, either by a duck or a throw tech, and Kombat taking it over NinjaKilla in a nail-biter set. Who does that?
Who does that to NinjaKilla? Absolute ton of points.
Yeah.
He didn't need this as much as the 2 players we are just about to watch. The fact that there are only 2 players left standing, and both of them were like almost banking on this to be their ticket to Final Kombat, even if it was NinjaKilla wins it and they were to get second, that reality's gone. This is now winner only, and what a final story to have for NA East. Anyway, for those that are unsure of the double elimination, MightyUnjust has not been sent to losers yet, so if he wins this 3 out of 5, the tournament's over, right? He just takes it. If Zombat wins this 3 out of 5, he essentially puts MightyUnjust into losers, and then we do 1 final set. So we'll see, Johnny Cage or Peacemaker.
Yeah, and this has been the theme of today, right? Peacemaker versus Johnny Cage. Tons of Peacemakers, tons of Johnny Cages in this top 8. But again, it came down to these final 2. MightyUnjust has not lost a set so far. Ooh, the glaive not coming back because of the block pressure happening afterwards. And what a duck by Zombat, seeing afterwards, challenging and anticipating those highs.
If Zombat continues to play the way he did against NinjaKilla, I feel like we're in a situation here where, you know, this could be the long haul.
Absolutely. It can absolutely be the long haul here. The down 1 afterwards, like nothing getting checked because MightyUnjust just a little too scared to start making moves. Neutral jump kick here. Oh, and the Goro gonna pop him up, but doesn't get the conversion. A little sloppy gameplay here I'm seeing from Zombat, but you know what? You got a feel for the guy. He just went through the ringer of losers matches, so you know, fatigue definitely gonna be an issue here. Just sweating against NinjaKilla the way he did in that last set would take out so much. Yeah, a little drop here and there. That's okay though.
Could have been the round had MightyUnjust finished his play. Wake up block. I'm not gonna lie, that was a smart one. I think not a lot of people realize just how quickly you can up block from getting up.
Yeah,
So
it's almost
those like meaty jumps that aren't actually safe jumps lose to it.
big boot to the face, trying to anti-air. Oh no, watch the overhead, watch the dome. Melina ball roll coming your way. Do some good damage and just set up the stage for MightyUnjust to sit back. Nice shadow kick to punish that gunshot from so far away. If you don't have your cameo to kind of keep you covered, you might not want to. Might not want to take that arm out and just be a little bit more passive here.
With what's on the line, I'm surprised you can have any kind of calculated decision making. That's the first game. Mighty Unjust. All right, so
mental capacity that it carries over into, you know, like it's not done yet. Like, yeah, you beat NinjaKilla, you beat Sonic Fox, you beat a NRS legend, but sometimes that doesn't mean that's the end of the tournament. Sometimes it's somebody else there waiting for you. You know, we've seen it time and time throughout history. Unjust is just challenging at so many like bad spots here, like thinking that it's going to be the end of the string, or thinking that he's not going to cancel in anything, and it's you could tell Unjust just wants to stay back in zone, and Zombat so good at cycling through that, at getting through the projectile war, getting through the obstacle course.
all right, walk up throw. Oh my lord, that was it. I think that was a Melina Sai traded with Goro right there.
Oh, waited, but didn't punish. I mean, can you? I don't think you can cancel before you land. Is the rising elbow? Is the rising elbow something you have to respect in hype mode? Because Goro is down for the count. Like Goro, I want to say Goro got afterwards. Even if it was just a simple down two to hit him while he's still in the air, like he's locked. He's locked in.
That would be the safer option, because I'm fairly certain I have in the past fought hype Johnny Cages that they land and they do like, you know, EX nut punch and stuff like that. Like the whole thing is just one giant base. However, the change here to Peacemaker Kano.
Yes.
It's I think it's my most fought Peacemaker team. You see it a lot online these days. It's sort of become the new wave, almost replacing a striker.
Did he just perfectly punish? Now, so I guess that was the timing on the Kano knives, but he was able to duck under the second knife and just punish perfectly the torpedo, because the torpedo still had a lot of recovery. So Mighty Unjust needs to adjust the timing there on that Kano knife, on the Kano knife throws.
A lot of stress to an already stressful situation.
Oh man.
You got to try and get this timing a little bit better, mate. Well, let's just forget what we're playing for right now.
Let's just, hey, this is just casuals. It's okay. We're having fun, right? This is fun. This is fun. Sweating like this. This is fun. Oh boy.
I'm having a great time.
I definitely am too. The downward shot getting challenged here afterwards. This whole set, Mighty Unjust is trying to be so disrespectful in moments where, you know, just don't do this. Don't press a button when Johnny Cage is right on top of you. I know you want to get away. I know you want to just like resort back to zoning, but Zombat just so willing. Yeah, then that was a different timing there on the Kano. He doesn't have a lot of health to work with, and Zombat goes up 2-1 over the Mighty Unjust. This is scary territory for you. You're not quite reset, but you're
mistaken.
Yep.
Kano was a worthy try. We had the winner's bracket, so we had the safety net of extra games.
Need to keep it nice and safe. Oh, the down two, just kind of stopping all the shenanigans. Again, Peacemaker not a character that can really do anything once he's in the air. So you know you have that set track path whenever you do take to the sky with Katana and Lift. Yeah, nice little bait out here from Zombat. Empty jump with the throw for some maximum damage. Goro extending our combos. Goro making it really hurt. Man, Mighty Unjust not looking good here. Not looking good at all. Zombat on the verge of making this reset happen.
He's just been a complete powerhouse. There's been such fearlessness. There's been up blocks when necessary, not getting away with any sort of almost desperation, cross-up jumps out of situations. Good block. Go. Rocks it with Goro.
Good blocks there from the Mighty Unjust. You saw him ducking under for just a second, just a microsecond, and saying, oh wait, no, here comes the overhead. Looks for a safe jump, and a lot of players like to go for the delay wake up just to kind of mess with the timing, but you know, you're giving up so much. Oh, that's going to be a punish. That's going to be a punish. That's going to be a punish. And that's going to be a reset bracket here. Mighty Unjust falls down to the lower side. First tournament life is gone. Now both players down to their final life. Get flown out to Toronto to compete for $200,000. This is This is so down to the wire, man. This is so close. And Ketchup, I got some bad news for you. MightyUnjust going right into it. Not only staying with the same character, but not even taking a chance to breathe. What is this, Ketchup?
I just simply hope it doesn't come back to haunt him. It doesn't sound like much. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you're getting like the sort of just the steamroll effect where it just starts to really pick up and Zombat is continuously playing better and better, you worry that that's going to hinder Unjust. However, feels like we don't have to worry about it so far. He's getting really impressive damage here, keeping the full screen. Again, why go in? Why give Johnny Cage that opportunity?
Yeah, just try to stay back as much as possible. But again, you have to remember that shadow kick always going to be a thing. I don't know if that was the wrong timing on that up block, but either way, even if the up block was successful, that's going to be a no problem chip out, as Ketchup has said before. Flawless blocking is really the only thing you can do about it in that situation.
I mean, he's just so big from that as well that it's almost impossible to make it with because he lays on his side. So it's kind of just like he's bigger than most. Right,
big boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Punish.
Now, what was that Melina Cyril? I mean, I guess the Eagly would have connected into something had it hit, but that just seems like such a big risk. Why take it? Goro keeping Johnny Cage safe in that situation. MightyUnjust thought it was the green light to go. Katana fan lift, getting him out of the corner, buying him a little bit of real estate for maybe another round, but if he does hit it, never mind. Over to the other side is Zombat with that big jump in 3 from Johnny Cage. Probably the best jump kick in this entire game. I can't say it enough.
Oh, I would say so. That and Scorpions is really good as well, you know.
It is. And don't tell any Scorpion players like that they'll just deny it until the cows come home. Forward throw here from Goro, coming in for the assist. Not too much damage, but hey, that's okay. Let's just keep him locked down. Speaking of lockdown, Goro to keep it nice and safe, and in fact, just super plus because of the timing of that ambush cameo. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a throw.
It's starting to add up. Significantly starting to add up. Alright, we need a good 15 more of those.
I don't think that's going to be the answer. Down 2 to stop Goro entirely. The up block, can he make this comeback? Goro's still down, so he can't break, so I think that's why he's opting to use this fatal blow before Goro came back, before giving him access to this. I mean, it's going to do a pretty good amount of damage, and you can't really break projectiles, so if MightyUnjust finds a few good hits, this did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to be. 45% Jade Glow on. What? He just threw? He just threw? I'm going to try to chip him out from me. No, that was enough! That was enough! I forgot 900 health character. 900 health character. He had nothing left, but MightyUnjust is possible. MightyUnjust, man. MightyUnjust.
One thing that's worth saying is the manner of which Zombat was able to reset that bracket. That is the best kind of win that Unjust can get in the next game. Because if he lost in almost the exact same fashion, you've lost the mental game. Because it's like,
yeah,
it just falls to pieces. Especially seeing as Unjust went straight into the next match. But now, playing a little bit more airtight, a little bit more bold when necessary. These grabs. I mean, in some ways, I'd rather hold it.
Three grabs again. MightyUnjust, how many times are you going to do that to somebody? How many times? Hold on a second. We're back in the corner. No, never mind. Katana fan lip. We're out of there. And I feel like he's using his resources every time he gets put back in the corner. Like, let me stay away. I can't do this. I can't compete. I can't compete with all this aggression when I'm stuck in the corner, when I can't move, when I've got no real estate. So let me save those Katana fan lives for when I can get out of here. I've been so much shocked still from the last game. Like, I can't believe what we're seeing here. Nice flawless block from Zombat. Again, that's kind of what Peacemaker does to a lot of people. It's just like, he just chips you out like by so much. The gunshots do a lot. The anti-gravity does so much chip. Like, it's just like a constant theme for this character's tool set. Whoa, faking it out here. Opting to go for the far range to stay away from any kind of up block shenanigans. Oh my gosh, that was a big whiff punish. Big whiff punish. Forced to come off that breaker. Forced to come off those 3 bars. Super expensive. Goro keeping it super plus. Backing off with a nice little sweep, and Zombat fully respecting that. Katana fan lift, get me out of here, but that's okay. I got the follow-up pressure. You're gonna get disrespectful. And I dropped the combo. Zombat just dropping the combo right in front of him. Next touch does win it for the Mighty Unjust, but not the throw. He would need an actual conversion into a fatal blow.
Or we just torpedo.
Did he just punish a down one with a neutral jump kick? Did he just punish a down one? Aggressive machine known as Johnny Cage also costing you another 50 health, down to a 10% difference in these life bars. All 3 life bars that you see in all 3 potential rounds. But this could be it. This could be the Mighty Unjust taking this all the way home. The girl pop-up. Oh, he thought he was closer to the corner. He thought he was closer to the corner and he wasn't.
This would be an unbelievable result for Unjust because he always ended MK11. Like, he was able to secure the Evo top 6 that year, but I know that he was always like, he knew he was good, but just when the chips were down in biggest tournaments, he was rarely able to kind of match that ferocity, like gameplay-wise. It's an MK1 that he really has sort of hit the ground running. Just looking for it. Wake up torpedo.
Oh my
like
god. I love how he's like, I need anti-gravity. I got hit out of it. Well, if it didn't work one way, I'm going in the other way. It just went straight for torpedo. And that's very dangerous. I mean, that could have been a flawless block from Zombat, but I don't think he saw it coming. Fan lift, keeping it safe and just waiting for him to whiff, knowing that he was going to hold back to kind of mess with the trajectory of that jump. Getting clipped by the low. Zombat dipping into that a little bit more, knowing that the overheads weren't really working for the Mighty Unjust. Mighty Unjust kind of maybe preemptively expecting the overheads. Fan lift, getting him out of there. Again, saving that bar for the armor, saving that fan lift to just get a little bit more real estate, and super smart by Zombat, knowing, hey, I'm a little too far away to do a normal punish, and I don't need a lot to seal the deal, so here comes regular Shadow Kick.
Speaking of, plenty more where that came from.
Ah, fan lift, no one home! Nobody was home to get him out of dodge. No one was home to get him out of the danger zone.
That was a great backdash as well. Zombat. Looks like there's still some life in him here.
Catch him every time he finds himself down and in the corner, like that torpedo katana fan lift is coming out, and you know, it wasn't enough to get him, you know, the breathing room he wanted for this game. And Zombat's still in there, man, in here. But the mentality, the mental mind games just going back and forth between these players. It's coming down to it, man. This is it. There's one spot. There's literally one spot. Who's going to take it? Oh, boy, getting parried, but a little too far. That move, that forward advancing string just keeps him a little too far away for Zombat to really capitalize off of it. Flawless block, not an up block, even though it has the same sound. Always confuses me whenever I'm playing. I'm just like, was that a flawless block or up block?
I gotta say, though, your energy is infectious. I've reached the point where it's gotten quite late at night here in the UK, so I cannot do my usual thing. But you're watching Unjust. This has got to be pretty, almost like proud dad moment.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Seeing the Mighty,
to Mortal Kombat New Jersey.
That's right. Seeing the Mighty Unjust compete and win and lose so many MKNJs, but seeing this, I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat here, man. I mean, obviously trying not to be super biased, but Mighty Unjust.
He's not lying, by the way. I can see his commentator cam, and he genuinely is. He spent half of this set standing up. Oh, there's the confirm from Zombat, though. One more round, and we're tying it right back up.
Hype mode, catch up. Hype mode going to be coming into play here. Gonna be, yeah, immediate, went right into it. And the call out, it's almost like you have to call out the specific stagger of like, when is he going to stop shadow kicking? I hope it's right now because I want this combo. Missed the nut punch and got opened up by the Molina ball roll. No bar left for Zombat. No bar at all. Mighty Unjust just shooting away. I'm surprised he recognized that the third shot hit in time because it's very easy to let that moment escape you. Nice dash to keep the corner position here.
Again, doesn't want to push.
No,
doesn't want to tempt fate. Keep the advantage. And there we go. Tournament point. Regional final point. If Unjust wins this round, Final Kombat is made.
Oh boy. The back escape, good call out there by Zombat, knowing MightyUnjust trying to buy a little bit more real estate here. Doesn't want to get forced into the corner, but again, like we said, wait for that katana, the katana chameleon cycle, and it's gonna be torpedo into fan lift out of here. If he gets knocked down in the corner, if he does, but MightyUnjust obviously trying not to let that happen. A nice little sweep here.
Throw combo.
Did a little bit more than a normal throw, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, fast cooldown maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh boy. Back off. The Jade Glaive. He's how much projectile can he avoid with Jade Glaive and Force Field on at the same time? Backing off here. Eagly coming into play, and Goro. I'm surprised Goro still came out. No, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Oh! He pressed it. Did he pressed it? Did he press it before? He might have.
He pressed it before. That jump kick was already active.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
What a parry.
He's got to make this one count.
MightyUnjust outmatched him there. Oh, what the torpedo! He just did it.
Oh, don't cry. Are you?
Giving Zombat a little taste of his own medicine, as we saw before from NinjaKilla after getting hit with a fatal blow.